Imagine a moment in history when millions of people, after generations of forced labor, were finally declared free. This moment, following the American Civil War, was filled with immense hope and the promise of a new life. Yet, for many African Americans in the South, this freedom was almost immediately met with a harsh reality designed to restrict their newfound liberties. These legal measures established a system that continued many of the injustices of the past, significantly shaping the future for generations. The Southern Black Codes were a series of restrictive, discriminatory laws enacted by state legislatures in the former Confederate states immediately after the Civil War, between 1865 and 1866. Their primary purpose was to control the labor and behavior of newly emancipated African Americans, effectively attempting to return them to a status as close to slavery as legally permissible. The fundamental why behind these codes lay in the profound social and economic anxieties of the post-war South. White landowners, reliant on a black labor force for their agricultural economy, feared losing control over their workers and seeing their economic system collapse. Concurrently, there was a deeply ingrained white supremacist ideology that resisted the concept of black equality and citizenship. These codes served as a legal framework to enforce racial hierarchy and maintain white dominance, creating a system that profoundly hindered black progress and opportunity. Understanding these codes means looking at their specific provisions, which often included strict vagrancy laws, prohibiting black people from owning land, restricting their ability to assemble, and requiring them to sign annual labor contracts. They often included punishments for breaking these contracts, forcing many into a form of involuntary servitude. Moreover, some codes prevented black people from serving on juries or testifying against white individuals, stripping away essential legal protections. A key element to grasp is how these codes laid the groundwork for the more systematic oppression of Jim Crow laws, which emerged later. The Black Codes were a precursor, a first attempt to legally reassert control before Reconstruction-era federal intervention temporarily curtailed them. They highlight the immediate and often violent backlash against black freedom and self-determination after emancipation, revealing the deep-seated resistance to racial equality that would persist for another century. So, while they were relatively short-lived due to federal intervention during Reconstruction, the Southern Black Codes are crucial for understanding the enduring struggle for civil rights in America. They demonstrate the powerful and inventive ways that systemic discrimination was institutionalized, shaping the economic vulnerability and social subjugation of African Americans for decades to come, even after the formal end of slavery.